Hello to everyone. I'm running late. Not only am I running late, I didn't get a chance to go live yesterday. This is kind of late, but very early at the same time, too. So I'm not going to hold y'all up too long. I wanted to talk for a minute. I want to talk for a minute, y'all. Because this thing is pretty simple. Hey, Chris. How you doing? Thank you for the love and thank you for moderating. How are you today? Look, I just want to talk briefly because I just sat down and I just really, I think I got this thing summed up, Chris. I think I got it summed up. And tell me if you see things the same way or if you see things a little bit different. Glad to see you too. I wanted to go live yesterday, but it was a lot going on. So I just said, let me just rest. Let me just chill out. But Chris, this thing is very simple. You know how back in the day they taught us as little children that we had to, obey God, and show ourselves, obedient to God and submit to God, and if not, the consequences is to burn in eternal hell and eternal damnation and all that good stuff. You know all of that stuff we were taught, and then you kind of notice that when you went in a different direction, sure enough, it seemed like you was like having a difficult time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff must be really true because it seems like when I'm not obedient, I'm being punished and bad things seem to happen to me. You notice that? Hey, Undead Goddess. Hey, Astro. How was Discord? Y'all doing okay? How was it? I didn't get a chance to go live or to go to Discord and stuff like that. I didn't get a chance to do it. It rained yesterday, and I just celebrate, and I just went on ahead and went to sleep and watched some spooky movies and stuff. But I want to catch y'all the next Discord. But I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. Let me tell you something. What I'm talking about right now is what do you know? Y'all remember when they taught us in church that we need to be obedient to God and He this and He that, and He's an angry God and He's a jealous God, and you got to be afraid of Him and all of that. And then you just seem like if you did stray to the left or stray off to the right and you didn't go to church, it just seemed like sometimes things wasn't quite going right for you, and you say, oh, they must be really telling the truth. Let me go to church because things don't go right unless I go to church and all of that. I'm gonna tell you why I'm coming down to this here conclusion because I noticed something. The further I try to do what I feel like is naturally what I supposed to do, and that is to, you know, be me, be me, what I'm feeling. You understand? Um, at the same time too, I'm a lawful person. I don't go in breaking people homes and stuff. I don't go off stealing folks' money. I don't go kicking the doors in, stealing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I do try to help, my fellow women and men along the way. I try to be good to people regardless to what their religious background is or whatever. I'm still trying to be good, but at the same time too, I've decided that I ain't gonna be over there running over there to Bible study, reading the Bible. I'm just pretty much at this point doing what flows. And what I mean about that is if I want to eat some strawberry ice cream, I'm gonna have some, regardless to what everybody is thinking. And if I want to wear a pair of yellow panties with black polka dots on it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, what I'm saying is this right here. I'm not going out to harm anyone. I'm just only doing the. I'm not trying to break laws. I'm only trying to do the things that I feel like I want to do at the moment, making sure I don't hurt anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm noticing that each time I try to reach ascension and raise my vibration, something is coming for me. Does that make sense, y'all? I'm saying all of this. It's just like it's like all of this is calibrated. Everything on this plane of existence is calibrated. Okay? It has a cap on it. You can only reach a certain point until you're knocked back down and you have to start over again. And the whole strategy is to get above, you understand what I'm saying? Whatever it is that's keeping you in these dark places. And it is difficult because they don't want you to leave. They will bring all types of obstacles in your way, people that give you the evil eye, people that will tear up your transportation, people that will come in and tear up all of your plans, throw monkey wrenches, even people to stop your live streams. Oh my goodness. Like that's what I just experienced an interruption. But I mean, all of this, and I know that these interruptions do come from other entities that are here present with us, not just us physical beings, spiritual beings in a physical body, but there are some spiritual beings that are here that are not in physical bodies. And they do all sorts of crazy, wacky doodle things. But I mean, it's just a reminder that we're not here alone. But I'm just saying, I have noticed this, that the further I try to go into this thing and unlock all of these different, you know what I'm saying, wonderful things, the more I am encountering resistance and attacks, and you name it, here they come. They got so many attack dogs out. They don't want you. It's just like, oh, we're not going to allow you to reach that level. We got something for you, man. It's really like one of those computer games, for real. You ever played these computer games like Donkey Kong? It's like the higher you get, it's just like everything be coming at you, goons and ghouls and goblins and everything. It's like it's like that in real life. It's hard to get up there to that plateau up there. They ain't letting you go up there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we finna get you now. We're gonna spray you with a germ so you can get sick. You ain't going there. No, 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 no. Well, okay. Oh, you're gonna spray me here. Well, I just won't go down that particular corridor. I'm gonna go to this corridor on the other side. I'm not gonna go down there because I already know you got something down there that you're gonna spray me with, some type of germ warfare. You see what I'm saying? But let's get to the heart of what's really, really going on. It is not that you're doing anything wrong. When you've decided, you know what, I'm not going to church anymore. I am not going to play my tithes in church. And even though you said that you want me to continuously read the Bible and be obedient to God, I'm not going to do that because I'm not necessarily interested in your God or in that God or whatever, because I say it's the elite's God. Now that's the God we serve when we go into church. The elite's gods, they're waiting on food. So when you go to church, the church is sort of like the big gigantic you know what I'm saying, the big gigantic storage center for whatever food and energy that God needs. It eats and it gets filled, and then the cycle goes on to the next Sunday and the next Sunday and next Sunday. So when you say I'm not going there, I think I've discovered something different. I discovered that I don't have to go to y'all's God because I have one. So I have decided that I'm going to serve mine. Well, they're coming for you. So some people will stray and go back to the church. Not stray. Some people will decide to go back to church and make a confession and say, oh God, oh great elitist God, I have decided I'm coming back into the church because I've backslid, and I know that is the reason why I'm having trouble on my job. My finances are not right. You know what I'm saying? All this, and they'll go back. But in actuality, yeah, and they think they're wrong. They really think they're wrong. Okay, because people call me, Mama, if I decide to get a psychic reading, am I going to go to hell? Because they teach us in church that you don't supposed to do that. If I use this oil on my forehead, you know what I'm saying? Is it true that, I might go to hell? Can I really do a love spell without going to hell? Can I retaliate against someone using magic that has, killed my pet, without going to hell? So you see what I'm saying? But here's the thing. This is, and they ask me, is it wrong? But here's the thing. Listen, this is what's really going on. It's not a right or a wrong. It's not right. Oh, I'm right because I go to church. And I'm not right. I'm wrong when I don't go to church. It's not a right or a wrong. And people need to know that. You're not evil because you decide you're not going, and you're not a saint because you decide you're going to go, because there is no right or wrong. It's just the fact that their God is so full, because I tell you, it's a beast. It's not a God anymore. It is a beast, and I'm telling you, it has a huge appetite. The retaliation that you receive when, like me, I'm saying, hey, I keep getting knocked down, and you know what I'm saying, the further I go up, they knock me down, they spray me with fumes and all kind of germ warfare. They come at me in all kinds of ways, you know what I'm saying. And what's going on is this right here. This beast, okay, that is being fed is so greedy, and it's so large that it consumes the entire population to a point where it will try and destroy you if you're not doing what it wants you to do. So when people thinking, oh, I'm going to hell, I'm being punished, so that means I'm a bad person and I have sinned. No, what's really going on is that God is punishing you. That God is finding any way it possibly can to admonish you, just to give your ass a good ass whooping. So this hell that is created is this so-called hell that you go in, you burn in internal damnation and everything. You're going there not necessarily because you are a bad person, because you have sinned, or you evil. This is a place that's created for the unbelievers of their God. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? I was sitting up there, I got out the tub and I came out of there and I thought about this real good. The information may sound redundant, but I thought about this real good and I said, this is really true. This, this fight I'm having right now is with this beast. Okay? This beast is hell bent on making sure that I am not going to be in a place where I am going to get away from it. Okay? And the same it does with you all too. That's why I say a lot of people, you're gonna lose them. They're gonna try to come and get away from this beast and try to go on their own and serve their own gods and stuff like that. But they're gonna be sucked back in because they might not be able to take the torture that this beast got set aside for. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna tell you again who this beast is. This is the elitist God. Now here's the thing. And I talked to y'all about this before. The fact that the elitist God had at one point in time won the war, the cosmic war, the battle, okay, over this particular space that we call Earth, a planet, or whatever. The fact they fought and they won, okay, it has declared them what? Like the king or the queen of this particular time period, okay? But as I've said, the war continues because the fight is always, the fight will always continue on because, things fight for power. It never ends, okay? And we already know that this beast is losing power. Okay, that's why it wants to keep its hands and its grip on every particular soul that is here on this planet. It don't want to lose it. So This place called hell is created for all of its unbelievers. This place of torment is for its believers. The people who are in this place, are they really in this place because they're really bad people? Now, some people are some bad folks. They're very volatile and they need to go there. Even they will tell you that's where they need to be. But I'm just saying, I do believe there are a lot of people in there that decided, hey, look, I want to do my own thing. I want to venture off and be my own God. And one day, you know what I'm saying? Have the kind of power the beast has because it is possible. Do you see what I'm saying? There are some spirits and souls down there that are being tormented. Is it really wrong to want to be your own God? Think about it. Kind of reminds me of that story when they talk about Lucifer, how Lucifer wanted to take God's place. And oh, it was so wrong for him to want to take God's place. Is it really wrong for Lucifer to want to have one? And I'm not saying that the story is true or not true. I've just heard the story. But what is wrong with wanting to take this God's place? What's so special about this God? It deserves, you understand, to be in this high place, and no other God should be. I just want to get to the heart of what's up with that. Now I may have lost everybody. Okay, Astro said yes, yes to being the God of yourself. Yeah, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, you follow me. But if anybody can tell me what is wrong, okay, with you all, the gods, challenging this beast to be your own God. What's wrong with that? I just want to know who, this for the love of this God and the love of all of our gods. Why is this God so much more special than ours? As I fan here, it's pretty hot down here, y'all. Uh, my mom been getting hot at night. So I mean, and if anybody can tell me the sin of, you know what I'm saying, the sin of some other God saying, hey, scoot over, and let me come in and get in the driver's seat. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm talking like this because growing up in this church and everything, just hearing them say there will be no other God before God and all of this. I'm like, there are many gods. So what's so special about your God, church? You know, and why do I have to participate, church? You know what I'm saying? So I was having a moment. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for the donation. Happy witching hour to you, and a happy witching hour to all. Thank you so much. So that's where I am right now. If everyone in the masses decided I am going to roll with my own God, okay, see you later. Okay, then I'll let y'all have this church. Okay, the churches will be empty. And then what? That beast will be dethroned. And that's all it is, y'all, at this point. It's a beast. It's a very angry beast that want all of our souls. And if it can't have it, it's gonna throw a temper tantrum and send us to the eternal abyss of fire and brimstone. Do y'all hear me? So basically, I thought about it. So okay, so since I have been disobedient to my master, because basically that's what they say this God is, this beast of the church is the master and stuff like that. It has a place for me. It has a very undesirable place for me. But it also says it has a heaven for all of its good people that obey it and serve it. It has this wonderful crystal staircase. a place, that we can all go to with the glass streets made of glass and diamonds and all of these wonderful things. If we would just, bow down and submit ourselves to it. That right there, I don't believe in it. What's so special about me that if I kneel to you, you great God of the church, you're going to allow me to have all of these wonderful things? Whereas here I am now in your presence, almost to the point of what? Suffering. You know what I'm saying? Here in this heat, today almost 100 and some degrees. Do you hear me? And I don't want to complain, because really and truly, I have a lot to be grateful for, because there are a lot of people suffering. And when I saw those little kids, what they some of these children, what they got to do to go to school and stuff like that, I said, hey, look, I had it real good. But compared to other people may have an even more better life than me. They may, like I say, they may be right now in the yacht on their way to the Florida Keys somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know it can be so much better, but I'm just saying at the same time, what I'm saying, sometimes it seems like it really gets bad down here. Okay? So we watch others prosper and have wonderful things, but we do you really want to believe that this God of the church is going to allow us outside of this place to have these great things, and it's not trying to give us any examples of what those are now? I just can't take no chances. How do I know? I may this may be hell. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just want to say this right here. Whoever this God is, you understand what I'm saying? There's nothing special about it. It's just the fact that this God won the war over the other gods. And the way things look, it's like another God is going to be taking its place pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's so beautiful about being able to read what's going on in the skies. But it's hard to read it because most of the information has been obscured by chemtrails and all of that other good artificial stuff in the skies. Because I was looking at this a documentary, and it was showing the skies in like Jerusalem, and I was like, wow, man, I'm telling you, the skies was just covered in celestial beings. It was beautiful, beautiful. It's interesting because somebody was talking about the three wise men that they travel to see Jesus and stuff. And they tell us here in Western civilization that that was snow on the ground. When they were traveling, the three wise men were traveling, that was snow. But in actuality, what it was, they said it was actually sand. It was sand. And I just thought I would throw that in there and stuff like that. But also, there's this guy, and his name is Todd, and he lives in he's in America now, but he lived in Sudan, and he told me that they would travel to Jerusalem for field trips and stuff like that, and he said, oh, it was a beautiful, beautiful sight to see. He said you could just, I mean, it's all there. So, like, for us, it's almost impossible for us to really see all of those different, constellations. You know how they draw the pictures, and there's a picture of a lion, and there's a picture of this and a picture of that when you connect the stars together and stuff like that. We can't really see that stuff here, not here, and not in America. Now, some people, and depending on where they are, they may be able to see it, but I can go out there now, honey. The skies are covered, honey. I can't see nothing. Let me speak to everybody. Hey, one divine dynamism. How you doing? Okay. So you can't take no chance, divine dynamism. John Casper said the God they say only works for them, not us. Hmm. And you said LOL. The undead goddess says, because the shadow government keeps us in the dark about our true potential and purposes. Hey, Selena. What Selena said. Hey, Mama, I'm finally able to attend the live. For some reason, I couldn't get on. I thought I was blocked for a second. Good to be back. Oh no, you're not blocked. Trust me, we got a lot of stuff going on here, and we don't. I don't really not necessarily know. You know what? Like I say, and it ain't always. It's you a YouTube thing. Honestly, it's not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these problems we're having, with you know, um dropped lives and stuff like that, they're actually coming from other beings that may not be in a physical body, because it's the type of content and everything we're talking about. So it depends. We may have some contactees, you understand, stopping by. Hello? So they can speak. If one is in here right now amongst us and you got a message during this witching hour, please feel free to speak. John Casper said it's not special. It's just winning. I agree. I agree. I agree. Well said. Well said. Nothing is special about it. It's just like a football game. Somebody's going to the championship all the time, and people worship them, and they drop to their knees and they cry and they pray, put their hand in a praying position and say, yes, yes, yes. That's just a winner. Whoever this God is, the God of the church, is just the winner. And the fact that it's reigning over all of humanity, it has a right to say, if you do not worship and praise me, then I have a special place for you in hell. It can do that. That's why I say, hey, we better be spending some time trying to get to know who our God is. Hello? Because, even though it's the winter, I may not necessarily want to give my all to it, because why I don't want to give my all to it? Because there's a lot of suffering going on. Because this God only takes care of its own. And those are the elites. It has these wonderful things for the elite. While there are some people who really suffering pretty bad, because they win. Their God lost. Their gods are not the winner, and I'm not talking about their eternal God, the I God. I'm just saying their God lost. They're losing. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Candace. So does this mean the patriarch society is coming to an end? I've heard some spiritualists saying that we are moving back into a matriarch society, something with an overload of masculine energy. Okay. John said, if you play the God, you can possibly go crazy. My thing is, it's not about playing the God. I wouldn't recommend anybody try to play the God. You can't. We cannot outwit their God. It's not possible. I don't know. I guess that's what you're talking about. Are you saying play the God and be the God and compete with that God? That's not possible. I wouldn't recommend anybody to do that, because, like, to be able to advance to that level, you understand what I'm saying? There's no telling how many lifetimes it takes to get into a place like that. You know what I'm saying? To a point, I don't even think it's possible for any being that has shared themselves in a physical body to be able to go to that level. I mean, that right there. Oh, that's why I keep saying it's a beast. That's something a very elemental. Is an element of some kind. You see what I'm saying? Do you know how many souls this thing would have to eat to get to that level? Does that make sense? Ah, Josh, she's over there cooling. But you know what I'm saying? Oh God, I mean, you would have to eat dimensions to get that large. Telling how many planes of existence this thing has consumed to get there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even know if I even have the capacity and the vocabulary to be able to, elaborate on whatever that is. You understand? And it's not the only one. It's others like it out there. Some more greater than it. It's just in charge of this plane of existence right here, right now. You know. I wish I could go deeper. I don't even know if y'all understand what I'm trying to say, because I can't explain it. Hey, the moon and Mercury, how you doing? So you got a notification? Undead says lagging. Hey, Jordan. Jordan said the Obia can boss gods around. Strongest witches I know. Oh, TBH. The Obe. The Obia. Did you say the Obia or the Obi? Sometimes I wonder though, Jordan. Sometimes I wonder if this beast of this thing, this thing that the corporations worship, the elites, the globalists worship. Sometimes I wonder if it's more greater than those that you just spoke about. You know what I'm saying? John said destroy universes and stuff. Yeah, and that's why I love comics and stuff like that, as they try to depict and draw these type, try to bring these things to our visualization and stuff like that. And the movies like Clash of the Titans and all of these other movies, as they try to have give us a better understanding of like what is really going on up there. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe it's going on up there right now as we speak. They fighting, they warring over space. you know wouldn't it be cool to be able to paint something like that? But anyways, I ain't gonna hold y'all up and everything. I just wanted to kind of like, that was on my mind. I just wanted to kind of get some ideas of what you all think. Undead said, Mama, why is it that most Christians are unaware of how God's word was changed numerous amount of times from she to it to he, the devil, when it was first the store of the, they don't, the first the store of okay, because we don't want to call none of them up. Well, see, the thing is that they teach us in church that we don't need to research and we don't need to go and lean in on our own understanding. So, especially us women, we supposed to believe everything that the church says. We are supposed to not challenge anything, just believe whatever the pastor says. If the pastor says this is the way it goes, we're little children. We supposed to believe it. Look, what I'm trying to get at is this, y'all. Now, can I talk to y'all? It's where our look, listen. It's where our level and status of our soul. Um, I spoke too soon. It's where our soul status is. Now, okay, let me explain it. What's going on? This is where our soul status is. This is the level of our souls right now. Okay. When it comes to this beast, okay, and like I said, there are many of them. I'm only talking about the one that is inhabiting the churches that are really over this dominion at this point. It is at a place where it sees all of us as its little laborers. because it's the level of our souls, meaning that our souls have only done so much work and not enough work and accomplishment has been made or done, okay, for us to declare ourselves grown enough to be able to elevate ourselves from this authority of this God beast. Okay? So it means we got a lot of work to do. But what I set out to talk about earlier today is that as we try to work, especially me as I try to work, if time I turn around, they're either fumigating me with something or swatting me with a fly swatter. You know what I'm saying? Knocking me back down. Doing the most to knock me back down. Because it don't want you to be able to ascend. When you ascend, if we all were to be able to ascend from this place, then this thing wouldn't have anything to eat. Because what it wants us to do, it wants us to submit to it. Just like, people say, oh, I have a dog and my dog is my my dog is my servant, I mean, dogs are trained to be servants, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can go all day long all over the place, people, all day long think their dog is their servant. People don't realize, honestly and stuff, even though we be thinking that our dog is supposed to serve us and protect us, in a sense, we are doing what this beast is doing to us, to our dogs, to our cats, to our children sometimes. Does that make sense? Sometimes to our mates. Yeah. Because, dogs and stuff like that have been trained to be obedient to its master. See, you know what I'm saying? You see? You see? So this is the way this thing operates. Hey, Selena said, good point. You know, it might not make sense, but sometimes I'll be like, I was just taking a bath and I just thought about that thing. I said, this motherfucker is really trying to give me a hard time. I mean, maybe it feels like it has given us a few favors and we owe it. Maybe it has done more for us than we could imagine. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, one thing, we've all been, I ain't gonna say all of y'all, but a lot of us have been initiated to this thing. We have been initiated. When you go and get baptized to this thing, that's an initiation to that. Just like, you got people and stuff like that that, have been initiated to voodoo. You know, we've been initiated to this thing, this beast of the church. So how do you get out of that? You know, how do you get out of that? See, this is what I've been thinking about for these past so many decades. How am I gonna wiggle my way out of this initiation, y'all? How am I gonna get out of this? Cause this motherfucker been trying to punish me over here. And okay, and I know what y'all saying. Oh, you cannot disrespect it and you can't talk about it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I want out of this situation with this contractual agreement with this thing. You understand? Because it's been trying to whoop my ass. Hello? It's been trying to whoop my ass. And I got to get out from over around it. You know what I'm saying? And it's deep, man, all down to trying to teach you how to carry yourself. I mean, to a point, oh, women, this is your character, and men, this is your character, and you can't outstep this. You supposed to, women, wear your dresses, men, you're supposed to wear your pants, and, just all having all of these lists of things that I can't do. Listen, this God, whoever you are, I cannot meet your expectations. I'm telling you that today, and I want out. I want out. Unless you can show me some miracles like you show the elites miracles, I want out of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you today, I don't want anything else to do with it. Hello? Undead Goddess says she was baptized in a black dress. Now that's very unusual because when they baptize you, they have you in them white dresses and have your head. Now down here, they have our heads wrapped up with a white cloth and white dresses. We look like, honestly, to be honest with you, when they take us down to the river, they we actually are dressed up like Haitians and stuff like that in these Baptist churches and all of that, which we were Catholics and stuff, and we went from my mom left the Catholic church and we went to a Baptist church. Okay. Somebody persuaded her to go to the Baptist church because in the Catholic church, you know what, you don't get a chance to Holy Ghost dance and get happy in the Catholic church, so it's just like, it was just not enough, entertainment and drama in there for us. So I said by the time I got 16, we joined a Baptist church, but my mom and them were always Catholics, and when we went to the Baptist church, it gave her an opportunity to get happy. And she used to always, getting happy for a lot of people. That is when they get up and you start, flailing your arms out and everything, sort of like, you just get happy. That's what they say. So we started going over there to the Baptist church, and I said when I was about 16, something like that, in my teens, we got a chance to be baptized and stuff. And so, we looked actually like the Haitians when they wrapped their heads in the little Baptist church down south. And we went, they had like a pool of water in the stage. They pulled the pulpit stage up, and it was water down there. It was water down there. You went down in there and you got baptized. And well, I think they're still doing that now, where the water's actually under the actual um what you call that thing up there when you up there on the stage? They got a name for it. I can't even think of it. What's the name of that stage name thing? Pulpit. They have a pool pit. Now I see what they call it, a pool pit, because it's a pool under there. There's and down in the pit of it, there is actually a pool of water down there. Some people say they've gone to ponds and stuff like that and rivers and stuff and been baptized. But yeah, they wrap your head in white and they put you on a white dress and take you down there. And then you are initiated to the beast. That's what yeah, they give you to the beast. That's what they do. You get an oath, and I'm going to undo mines. I can't go to that river down there, honey, because an alligator tore something up. Somebody said, "Don't you get in that water, mama." And I saw bubbles and some blubber and fur and stuff just moving around in there because some had done tore the fur off of something. And then my son said, "Whoa, bones up here." I said, "Let's get the hell up out of here. I ain't going down here no more. I ain't going down there ever again." Hey, how you doing? The moon and Mercury said not only do elites do sacrifices, people on every rung of the ladder do. Okay. Selena said the elites do human sacrifices, something most of us are unwilling to do. Oh, honey, they don't mind getting dirty. Do you hear me? And y'all got to realize these elites, these globalists, I mean, they go all over the world. You hear what I'm saying? They go to these remote villages and stuff, and they sit down with these different tribal people that have these supernatural powers where they can levitate and shit. You know what I'm saying? And do all kind of telepathy and just they like grand magicians. They go to those places and they give these elites and globalists the actual information to be able to do these things themselves. That's what a lot of this information and this technology and stuff like that they got. It comes from, not, I'm not just the tribal beings, but also talking to these interdimensional beings that give them all of this to be able to do what they do and keep us under captivity. I mean, while we sit here learning how to go to school so we can work in their factories, and I know y'all tired of me talking about this, we spend most of our life as little children learning how to be obedient to these individuals and learn how to, like I say, learn how to run their, learn how to work for their corporations and stuff. That's what we spend all our life doing. But you think their children are doing that? Mm-mm. No, their children are going all overseas and stuff. I was looking at this. So they got to sending me this. I don't know why, but it's like a thing like for for children. You want if you want to send them to overseas to do like a Peace Corps type thing. If you want to send your children to be able to donate their time and stuff, or I guess over the summer, maybe over the year and stuff like that. You can send your children to these places and stuff all overseas and stuff. And some of them things like $10,000 and $15,000. And I'm like, yeah, Lee. You got two children and you saying, okay, we're gonna send the kids, to Africa or something like that, and let them donate their time for 3 months in Africa. So that's $30,000. Did y'all hear me? And some of them probably leave their children there all year round. Do you hear me? Children going to boarding schools and stuff like that overseas in London. You understand? But these are the gifts to these people from their God that you serve and feed on Sundays. Well, shoot, every day of your life to tell you the truth, but especially on Sundays. Y'all need to know the truth, y'all. I know they say I'm crazy as a biscuit, but everybody done deemed me one of the most disturbed spiritualists on YouTube. But you best better believe I am not trying to, mislead anybody. I'm just trying to tell you the way I see it. Now, y'all can tell me, oh, you wrong. That's not right. Public school is nothing but a mercy school. This is just a place for children just to keep them from being at home bored. You know what I'm saying? We know your children cannot afford to go to the elite Ivy school programs and stuff like that. So we will give you all a supplemental education. And it's true, public school is only supplemental. Okay, meaning that you got to find out how you're going to give your children whatever missing education there is to make up for what they're not going to do for your children. So no, the children are not going to be getting violin lessons. They're not going to be going to Jerusalem. Okay, your children are not going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, speak Spanish. You understand? But you got to find a way so they can get it. I'm telling all of you parents out there, try to make sure your children are learning a second language. And I don't know if I don't even know if y'all even have children and stuff like that in here. I think most people who have small children, they're probably sleeping right now. They're probably in the bed because they got them on a schedule so their children can be ready for school Monday. So because you know what I'm saying, because once you get them on that schedule, you want to keep them on them even Saturday and Sunday so Monday they can go to school. Oh, I wished I had a chance, y'all. Please do this. If you don't do it for yourself, could y'all do it for me? I wished I had a chance to be able to do this over again with my children. If I could, once again, I would be trying to come up with some money so I can send the children, you know what I'm saying, somewhere so that they can be learning something over the summer months and stuff. Somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. I hate to say overseas, and I haven't gone overseas. And then making sure that they learning at least two languages, at least Spanish, y'all, and probably French. You know, it would be so wonderful if you all can do that for your children. Always remember that public school is only a supplemental education, okay? Okay. Undead said, has everyone seen the moon? I can't see nothing out there, y'all. Ain't nothing out there but cloud coverage. And it's so annoying. Okay, Chris said they have Swahili in this school I enrolled in, and I want to take it. Please do, Chris. Please do so. Take advantage of all of these programs, you know what I'm saying, that are available to you so that, you can be well rounded. And when you have your children, you know what I'm saying, then you can share all of that with your children. It would be so beautiful at this point right now if I, made sure my children got Spanish and I got Spanish. You know what I'm saying? We all could speak Spanish, and being bilingual is a plus here. You can even make more money on your jobs when you're bilingual. Okay, Chris says, I plan on it, Mama. Selena said, my friends learn French, Spanish, and Japanese. You are right. Beautiful, beautiful, Selena. Thank you. Chris said, can I get some thumbs up? Can y'all please thumbs up the video? Undead gotta say, I was the only one in black that day. Hunty, let me tell you something right now. These churches and stuff here, they will not have allowed you to be baptized in black, honey. Oh no, honey. These preachers down here, they be angry, honey. I'm telling you, back well, you young, you're very young, but back in the day, honey, them preachers, they were very angry. Child, they be trying to say you're a Satanist if you had a black dress on trying to get baptized. They be like, turn around. Hey, La La Land. Okay, y'all. Okay, looks like I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I guess I just told y'all how I feel, and I'll be trying to give y'all some little insights and stuff to ponder over. This will just be something to ponder over. Everybody might not be in this place yet where they're questioning whatever this thing is, this beast is, that is running the show, you know what I'm saying, that's riding on everybody's back. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go on. You all enjoy the rest of your night. Happy witching hour and everything. And I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.